Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's talk is about tantrums in 1-year-olds. I'm Kim. So look, at this stage, children don't usually have the words or the vocabulary to be able to express what they want or know how to tell us what they want. So our main job is to gently guide them. So we guide them through their language development, their natural exploration of the world, and we recognise and validate our child's emotions and help our children to express and regulate their emotions by providing a secure base for them to come back to. Now that's a mouthful, but I really will break that down for you, okay? So as a parent, I understand it can be really frustrating when your child's having a tantrum and you don't know what they want. So just imagine how frustrating it is for your child to feel like that at that moment in time, okay? So at this age, your children are trying to work out how it all works, how they fit into all of this, what's acceptable and what the boundaries are. A child learning what the boundaries are is really important in life, because without boundaries, it can create fear and feelings of insecurity in the child. In saying this, we need to be aware that how we're speaking to our children and be aware of our tone of voice and our volume. It's really easy to raise your voice when the tantrum's escalating, but it can make the child feel unsafe and they might be unable to calm down then. So it's a time of great change developmentally for your children, processing for your children. Physically, they're now on the move and naturally want to explore the world. And while they're also discovering new emotions that they may not have really felt before, because they haven't been in the same situation before, okay? It's also a time of great change for us as parents, and a time to explore our feelings, our automatic parenting responses, what triggers us, and where all this comes from. And this sort of information is the information that's covered in the Circle of Security Parenting course. And it focuses on this and gives us time and the space to reflect upon this sort of stuff. So it's really interesting, and I'll talk a bit more about that later. So when your child does have a tantrum, just stay close by, make sure they're safe, and just wait and let them settle before you talk to them. While they're crying, they may not hear what you're going to say anyway. So they may not want to cuddle at this stage, and so just allow them to rant and express, their feelings in the only way they know how to at the moment. So, and then when they have settled, just welcome them back with open arms and hearts, and gently talk with them, name the emotions that you recognised and what you felt they may have been related to. So this does a few beautiful things, okay? It gives our children total confidence that we're there for them. It also teaches them that it's okay to talk about feelings and emotions, and it will contribute to giving them the language to be able to name and express emotions as they go along and not bottle things up inside. And it also assures them that they're loved, okay? Your response to the tantrum will depend on your beliefs and values and your expectations of your child. So it's also a good time to explore our expectations of our children and just make sure that they're realistic for the child's age. Our children rely on us for the development of their emotional regulation. So as they grow, and for us as parents, it's our responsibility to gently guide them through this time. So it might sound like a huge responsibility and it might be overwhelming at this time, but awareness is the first step, and information gives you choices about how you choose to parent and why. So remember to go with your intuition and feel free to ask whatever questions you like in the group. I'm currently looking at offering the Circle of Security online course for this group, so I'll keep you posted about that. So there's something else that I'd just like to talk to you about, and you might find it useful for slightly older children. And that's the way we communicate with our children. So I remember when my son was about 6 years old, and I thought that he wasn't listening to me, but I was in the kitchen yelling out to him, interrupting a TV show that I knew he loved, and not really working out what was going on. And, in the busyness of motherhood, just got all caught up. But at the same time, I was also doing the facilitation for the Triple P Parenting Facilitator Training. It's another parenting program. And I took on their suggestions, and the suggestions were at that time, when you talk to your child, get to within arm's distance, okay? And use your child's name. That might seem really basic, but in the busyness of parenthood, you can often get caught up in doing a million other things. So also, don't interrupt what they're doing. Imagine how frustrating it would be for you if you were interrupted by someone when you're watching your favourite television show or you're doing your favourite activity, and then all of a sudden someone wants you to do something else out of the blue. So just wait until the television show or the activity's finished, or if they come to you to say, oh, mum or dad, look at this, just let them show you, acknowledge what they've shown you, and then just give them some lead-in time. So maybe, for example, in 10 minutes time, it's time for your bath, Johnny, okay? So, or whatever else you're wanting them to do. So when that time's passed and the show's finished, so go to them, get close to them, and just say to them, you know, Jack, it's time for your bath now, rather than asking a yes or no question. If you say to Jack or whoever it is, would you like to have your bath now? He could easily go no, and then you're left with nowhere to go. So it's not about not negotiating with your child. As parents, you'll work out when the right time is to give your children more choice or to negotiate with them. That's completely up to you. So in this instance, just stay close, and if they don't respond, just wait 5 seconds and make the statement again, and hopefully you'll be pleasantly surprised like I was when your child gets up and goes to do whatever you've asked them to do. Now, I know this seems like common sense, but as I said, it's also very easy to get caught up in that busyness of parenting. So I hope this helps in some way. So the other thing is that when your child does do what you do, praise your child, okay? Then tell them how happy it makes you that they actually listened to you and got up to do whatever it was you were asking them to do. I've had lots of parents worry that the children will become reliant on the praise, but it actually works the other way. And it actually builds your child's self-esteem and confidence, and this contributes to overall self-love and resilience as children, and it's carried through to later life, which is a beautiful thing. So I just want to acknowledge that there will be times that are unsafe, and your child will need to be removed from danger or stop what they're doing immediately. So, for example, playing with power cords or PowerPoints, and this requires us to intervene to keep the child safe. And there'll be other situations where we need to remove our child from danger immediately, and other times where distraction will work beautifully, okay? So distracting your child with anything that you know that your child will be interested in, that's also safe, can be a very effective strategy for this age group, you know, the 1-year-old or toddler group. And it might be, oh, look, there's a birdie outside, or come and see this, it's your favourite car, you know, that sort of stuff. So I welcome any comments and questions you might have, and just aim to help to make your parenting journey a little easier so that you can experience as much joy as possible in the time that you have your beautiful children at home with you. So have a wonderful day, and I'll be back soon. Bye.